Yo, welcome back to another episode of D-Tron Does It. Of course, I am D-Tron and I does stuff. And this week, my net is coming down. It's been up for a while. If you haven't seen the original video of me hanging this net up for the first time, I'll link it somewhere around here. But it's time to replace this thing. It's been a real soldier, but it has clearly worn out its welcome. I'll show you some of what it looks like after it ages for a bit. It's time to get it down, get it all cleaned off, and we're gonna put another one up because it works so well. All right, let's do that.
What was the last one? D-Tron did this.
I like that one.
Okay.
So this is what it looks like after it's been up for a while. You can see it's starting to hang and sag. Right here is actually ripped. My ladder got caught on it, so it's snagged. I got some extra sticky pieces up there that I put to try to hold on for a last little bit, but you can see they're still up, but the net is still sagging down and it leaves a bit of residue on the outside of the garage. Certainly the bottom starts to shear and rip. These are some of the magnets or weights that are in the bottom of the net. This thing tears because it sits on the ground and it's being used a lot in my house, so you can see it's in pretty rough shape, so it's time to put up a new one. So of course, getting this thing down is not going to give you much resistance because, again, it's sort of worn out its welcome already. So being able to unattach it is pretty easy. I did have some of the pins that you push into the net. I removed those already before I began to remove the net in this part of the video. And then I'm just taking off the Velcro off of the sides and taking the Velcro off of the top. Now, I mentioned this before, and I think I mentioned it again in the video. It does leave a bit of sticky residue around the edge of the garage. So if you're not putting up another screen, you're definitely gonna want to get some soap, some water, and maybe a spatula or a scraping tool to be able to get that sticky residue off, because it doesn't look the nicest. As you can see, I'm trying to remove these extra sticky pieces that I put up there, which is just essentially double-sided tape, and it is a real task. This might take a while. So as you can see, there is sticky residue all along the side, and of course along the top as well where we removed it. So that's one of the downsides to having this thing, is that it is going to leave some stickiness around the frame of your garage. But grab some Glue Gun. I'm gonna spray this on there, let it sit overnight, and then come back tomorrow to try to remove the rest of this grime to clean it up so we can put the new stuff on there. All right, so after I hit it with the Glue Gun, I let it sit overnight, and then it was time to put up the new screen. But before we could put the new screen up, of course, we gotta break open our box. You wanna make sure that you've got all of your contents. I've ordered this net 3 different times, and it's come as 3 different setups each time. So you want to make sure you at least got your net, your Velcro strips, and your safety push pins. That's really all you'll need for doing this project. So once I got it out of the packaging and opened up, started putting up the Velcro strips at the top, make sure you check to see the size on the Velcro strips. There is a wider strip, it goes at the top of your garage, and then the skinnier strips will go on the sides. That's intended to give more space for the Velcro up top to stick to the garage door. The sides need less because, again, most of where you're gonna get the sagging is gonna happen at the top and not the sides. So once you've got your Velcro strip at the top, you cut it to size, and then you wanna apply your Velcro strips to the sides. That's a pretty easy process. Again, just make sure you're putting the skinny ones on the side. This box actually came with a tool that allowed me to press the strip down. So that's what I'm doing here, is just using that tool to make sure I'm pressing the strip all the way down so that it's stuck. That is one of the things that you'll experience over time, is this thing will become less sticky if you keep pulling at it. So to keep it sticky, you just want to try as much as you can to not pull it off of the Velcro every time, and if you do, that you're not yanking on it, that you're just going and removing it from the Velcro easily. Here I'm doing the same thing on the other side, is just applying pressure to the Velcro strip as I'm pulling it down. It should stick pretty easily. Again, I did use glue gun, so I had to make sure I let that glue gun dry up all of the way before I applied my strip, because I didn't want it to possibly not stick. Here I'm using the safety pins to push into the Velcro strip. Now you can do this two ways. You can push it directly into the Velcro strip, or you can put your net up and push the safety pins in through the net and the Velcro strip. Sometimes I want to remove my net, and so because of that, I didn't want to push the pins through the net and the strip, but it's completely up to you. You can decide to push your safety pins through however you like. And then just putting the net up. So you want to make sure that it's lined up. The thing that you'll probably experience is the corners may not line up directly, so you may have a little bit of bunching happening in the corners as you try to apply that Velcro strip so that you don't leave any gaps or space. Again, just play around with it. It doesn't take a whole lot for you to be able to get that corner figured out, but that is one of the spots where when I was working on it, I experienced a little bit of hesitation, is just up in that corner trying to get that Velcro strip to stick. And if you can, you probably shouldn't have kids running in and out of it while you're trying to put it up, because it doesn't make your job any easier. All right, so at this point, you're pretty much done. You're getting your sides up, and now you've got a garage screen that is all put up.
Oh, wow. No more bugs.
No. Mama, then we can go like this.
Yeah, we have to learn how to take care of the net. Love the net. Cherish the net.
Mama, where's the ball?
And it's one that rolls great. So this is the original. The original bad boy.
Where's the ball?
Stop for bath time, kiddo.
No, I believe it.
All right, so a couple of things about this net that's different. So I bought a net 3 times. The first video that I posted, the second one I didn't do a video on. I was just replacing that first one. And then this is the third one. So the second one did not actually come with the roll-up pieces on it, even though I bought the exact same net from the exact same company. So it's interesting to note that you may not get exactly what I got, even if you use my link that's in the description. And this one also has a Velcro strap that you can do if the kids aren't running back and forth to sort of help it stay in place. It's not much, but it's something. All right, guys, so that's it. The new garage net is up. As you can see, I can be in my garage comfortably without having to worry about bugs. Now I can really set up for the movie night that I wanted to do with my boys, since I don't want to have it out there in my yard. It's way too many bugs. It's crazy, and it's really hot here. So I can open up this garage door, I can put up a net, and now we can watch movies inside the garage without having to worry about being attacked by bugs all night. That's it. That's the update for the garage net and a new net. As always, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notifications button, get some alerts, find out when I'm dropping new videos. And if you decide not to like, share, or subscribe, you know what? I won't even be mad at you. Till next time, guys. Peace.